Crikey, have I found a fake Australian kangaroo? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate you stopping by for another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is the 4th of May, 2021. Happy Star Wars Day to all you Star Wars fans out there. You're listening to one, so I grew up with this stuff. I love it, always have. I wasn't a fan of the prequels, and I can't really say I was a fan of the last three either. But yeah, Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi were fantastic. But that's another topic to get into. People debate that till the sun goes down. But anyway, let's. Today's video is a real short one. We've got a fake kangaroo in the house. Yep, it's faker than my really bad Australian accent at the start of this video. So my apologies for that, by the way. I know it was bad. Just trying to get your attention. But anyway, so if you haven't figured it out already, if you're not familiar with your Australian bullion, yeah, one of these is no bueno, and we're going to figure out which one it is. So if you guys are kangaroo fans, you've already figured this out. It's not hard. It is the one on the left. That's our fake. And how do we know that? Well, first of all, let's talk about the origin of this thing, where it came from. A friend of mine actually inherited a collection, and she asked me to go through and help her verify everything. Everything looked good. She had Morgans, she had Eagles. Everything was easily verified, easily. But this one Australian kangaroo was in the box, and I'm like, something looks off with that. It doesn't look right. I asked her, do you mind if I take it home and check it out and maybe do a video on it? She's like, yeah, sure. So I knew right away something was up with it, but I didn't have my 2016 in hand to kind of compare it. But it didn't look right from the get-go. So what were my observations initially? Well, let's take a look at the background. Our fake on the left, you see behind the rays of the sun, it's almost like a proof finish. It's darker, it's shinier. So that one jumped out at me. If you look at the right, which is our real one, it doesn't have that. There's really no difference. It's kind of just blended in. It's all the same color, same tone of silver. Second thing I looked at, the text. It's very good. They did a great job on the text, but it's too big. It's a little too big. And again, you've got that mirror finish behind it, which makes it stand out more, darker than the real one on the right. So the text was off. Last, on this side anyway, I'm not even going to get into the errors on the kangaroo itself. They're terrible. But if you look at the wave pattern on the outside of the coin, the outside edge, the real one on the right, you can see how small and intricate they are. They're really, really small. The one on the left, they're just bulky and sloppy. They're too big. So that was the third thing that jumped out at me. Let's flip it around and see what we got going on with the queen. You guys aren't tired of the queen yet, right? Tell me about it. All right. So other than the milk spotting on this, you would have a hard time understanding why it was fake or not if you didn't know your Australian kangaroos. But let's look at the queen. Our fake on the left. Let's see. She's got like a proof finish. Okay, she's got a proof finish going on and a frosted background. The queen on the right, well, she's frosted with kind of a proof background. So that's off. They got this completely reversed. So that was the last thing that really jumped out at me, which made me really realize that this thing was pretty bad off. So what other ways do we have to verify? Well, we got some easy ways to do this. Let's go out a little bit. You can pull out your handy scale. Make sure we're on troy ounces. And we are. Okay. So let's look at the diameter. That's a perfect match. So the diameter of each of these is spot on. I mean, it's exact. But look at the difference in thickness. Put them together, you can really see it. Okay, our fake is right here, and it is way thicker than the original. Okay, look at the ridges. The ridges are bigger. They're a lot smaller on the left. So that's definitely a concern. This is way too thick. But okay, let's test it just to be sure. So we've dropped our original kangaroo on there. 1.015 troy ounces. Perfect. We're gold. We put our fake one on there, and you see we got a problem right off the bat. It's not even a full ounce, a full troy ounce. 0.934. So yeah, alarm bells. If the, you know, the obvious details on the front didn't convince you, then that should, really. All right, so we're gonna do one more quick test, and then we're gonna wrap this video up. Rare earth magnets. Boy, they're good to have in your collection. I highly recommend you have one. If you don't, you find it on Amazon, eBay. Just make sure it is a rare earth magnet. These things are strong. I mean, they're almost annoyingly strong. When you go to store them, they'll just stick to everything. So yeah, it's kind of a pain, but let's take a look and see what happens when we run the rare earth magnet across them. So we've got, let's see. I'm gonna start on the left, okay? Nothing there, okay? That's our real one. We're good. Let's move to the right. Yeah, that'll do it right there. That thing is a solid slug. Okay. That thing is solid metal, and it's not silver. Okay. If the visual clues and the weight didn't convince you, that's all you need right there. So it is fake. We have fake coins. So guys, just be careful out there. Be real careful. So I am going to let her know. I've already kind of let her know in so many terms that this thing wasn't real, but that just kind of proves it. But I am going to let her know that we don't need this one in the collection, and we're going to get rid of it. So actually, I'm going to clip this with some pliers, bend it up, cut it with some bolt cutters and whatnot. It's going to get destroyed because we don't want it slipping out, you know, in anybody if they sell a collection or whatnot. We don't need these fakes getting out there, okay? So it's my responsibility to not let this get out, and that means destroying it. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So be careful. Fakes are pretty good, but if you know what you're doing, you'll figure it out. But highly recommend you have your rare earth magnet and a scale. And even, you know, just be careful out there. I can't stress that enough, guys. So say goodbye to our fake Australian kangaroo, courtesy of our best friends in China who are pumping these things out by the millions. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Thanks, China. All right, guys, you have a great rest of your week, and I appreciate you stopping by. Take care.